So let's dig in on some specific examples of how American identity has been shifting. Let's dig in on that.
American identity, huh? What do you have in mind?
Well, let's just start here. So we spoke about baseball being America's pastime, right? Now, so that's like old school America. Baseball is America's pastime, right? Well, in 2025 in America, NBA it's global. This is not just an American thing. This is global. NBA is global. And the faces of the NBA, the faces of the league, are actually international players.
In the NBA now, yeah.
Yeah, so Giannis, right? He's from Greece.
So
right?
to even go even back before that, like, yeah, when we grew up, it was like it had come into the time where like most of the it was just mostly American, right? It was black and it was white. When it first started, the NBA was white.
Yeah. And then
they started dropping the raisins into the rice bowl, and they were like, yo.
The raisins into the rice bowl.
Yo, they were like, yo, this is real. We're going to keep dropping them in. And, here we are today. Like,
well, it took it to the next level because people started dunking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it got exciting. I mean, let's face it.
I mean, you got your Larry Birds, you got your white chocolates, you got your couple guys that, really laid it down. But, the sport kind of went black.
I heard you say white chocolate, and I just think of Jason Williams, man.
That's white chocolate.
That's white chocolate.
That's white chocolate, and he's
a podcaster too.
Yeah, but he's raw.
I seen him out
but as a baller, come on, bro, it was raw. Like,
man,
as raw as anybody else was.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he was.
Shout out white chocolate, man.
Yeah. So, but back to some of these, how it's global now. Luka, he's probably the best player in the NBA now, right? And he's from Slovenia, of all places.
That's crazy. All these kids know is international basketball now. When they watch the NBA, that's all
Wemby.
they know.
Have you seen Wemby?
Oh yeah,
he's built like you are, man.
Nah, he ain't. That guy's.
He's even taller.
He's way up
He's
there.
even skinnier.
Yeah, he's way.
He's more limber, if you can imagine.
He's built different.
Yeah.
Interesting young man, though.
Yeah, but he's from France, right?
Yeah.
And so we're really seeing that there's a global aspect of the NBA. And then when they come into the Olympics, it's like all these, then they go play for their home country.
Represent.
Right? Yeah, they come here to make money. But then
they still from where they from.
Exactly, right? So old school America, NFL, right? The NFL used to mean rough. It used to be a blue collar kind of sport, right? A blue collar kind of feeling.
When we grew up, baseball and football professionally, like everybody was on steroids and narcotics. So it just made for like another level of entertainment. Like, you know what I mean? Like these guys were out there like, yeah, like, bro, they were going ham. Like, you remember Lyle Alzado? Do you remember Lyle Alzado? He played for Oakland Raiders. He was an absolute killer. He was the most feared man in the NFL.
I try to avoid the Raiders at all costs.
Oh, man, why you starting this stuff up here, man? You see what I'm saying? Knowing all these friends we got that are Raider fans,
I
bro.
know. I've been to Raiders games. In
why
fact,
you doing this, bro?
One of my most favorite games I ever went to was a Raiders game when my buddy, rest in peace, Johnny Mack, goes, "You're coming with me to the Raiders game.
That's crazy.
And you must dress up. Because that's what we do." And he had me dress up with face paint, the whole thing, because everybody, that's what we did. And I got to say, it was probably the most enjoyable football game I've ever been to. Yeah, they got their butt kicked, but it was a lot of fun.
What's crazy is R.I.P. Johnny Mack. I got a brother named Johnny Mack that died too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro. When you said R.I.P. Johnny Mack, I was like, he knows Johnny Mack? How you know Johnny Mack? Different Johnny Mack, obviously.
Well, maybe.
That's a wild one. But yeah, man. Sports has taken quite a turn since we were young.
Well, the NFL shifted into entertainment and pop culture fusion, right? Essentially, the Taylor Swift effect, right? I mean, NFL saw 400,000 plus female fans in the last couple years from Taylor Swift dating
Travis Kelce?
yeah.
I wonder what that's about. Is that legit though, dude? I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Like,
The Swifties are a pretty big force, man.
I know they are.
They're a pretty big force.
But I just question the legitimacy of their fandom of football, brother. That's all.
Well, okay, so let's go to the MLB, right?
Yeah, but hold on. Before that, what I don't like though is how they be letting these dudes in the NBA like come to the games dressing however they want now. It was like
Yeah, you used to have to be suited and booted to go in there. You had to look,
that, in the 90s, it was like it wasn't like that. They decided to do that because these guys was getting too off the chain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Dennis Rodman pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Big fur, big hat. You know, doing his thing. You know, that's not a what is it? That is not a representation.
He was flamboyant.
He was off the chain, right? And so now you got these guys pulling up. I don't know, bruh. They're not kilts. They look like the skirts that the girls be wearing when they play tennis. They be wearing all type of stuff that they pull up in. I
haven't seen that, man.
Bro, you haven't seen? Bro, LeBron wore a skirt, bro.
I try not to look at LeBron.
I'm just saying, like these guys are like dressing like real different, like real outside of the box with it. Like this is a Met Gala on the way to like, like, bro, this is your game, bro. Tighten up, bro. Like, what you guys? Like,
are they doing it for attention?
Nah,
like, why are they doing it?
I think they think that their fashion sense is hot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is what's hot to them. So,
do they get more likes because they did it?
Bro,
do they get more attention on their socials?
To be honest with you, I'm not following not one of them, so I couldn't tell you if that benefits them at all. And maybe if somebody got suited and booted and like you know conducted themselves with parliamentary procedure, I might follow one of them. I don't know.
So, in the MLB, local heroes and American pride was a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now the highest paid player is Ohtani.
Oh
right?
yeah, Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, and he's from Japan, right? $700 million contract.
We had to see this coming.
Oh yeah, I mean he's legit.
I'm just saying, just with baseball in general in Japan, like Japan turned up on baseball, bro. And like y'all don't forget Hideo Nomo.
Oh, I remember him. The way he pitched and he turned, you know, his whole back.
Come on, bro.
It was insane.
That's what I'm saying. Don't forget Hideo Nomo.
That's when it started.
Yep.
So food, right? Mom and pop diners. That was like the heartbeat of America, right? You go to mom and pop diners and all this stuff.
Yeah, I still think depending on where you are in the country, it still might be though. They're still very big in Florida. You know, there's still many diners in Florida, all throughout Middle America, through the South. You know, I think probably you just like out here, we probably strayed away from it a little bit because.
Well, it's the culture. There's no doubt. Is independent, locally owned, privately owned places to go eat.
So
right?
that it's changed from those mom and pop diners to farm to table restaurants.
Yes.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. Right. And to like an influencer based ghost kitchen or DoorDash brands.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's kind of sad in a way. Like you got some of these guys that are guys and gals that are food critics.
There you go.
That are holding people hostage that will make or break you in this day and age. And like that, like their opinion might not really be what it is.
Well,
you
it's
know
about
what I mean?
Instagrammable food pictures and videos based on those critics that have a huge following.
I forget what the dude's name was. This kid, he's a black kid. Like he's probably, I say kid. He's probably like 30. But in his 20s, 30. He's very big in the food in the food game, and he went to San Francisco to go review some spots. And like I think he was like going into the first place that he went to or something. I forgot where he went to, but wherever he went to, he came outside and they bipped him and took everything.
What do you mean bipped him?
Oh, bro, you were from the Bay Area. Oh man.
No,
bro,
I have an idea,
crazy.
but it's for our listeners, man.
Bipping. All right, y'all. Y'all go on YouTube and look up Bipping, Bipping. It's like something that started in San Francisco. They say a car gets bipped in San Francisco every 15 seconds. So bipping is when somebody walks up to a car window and smashes the car window and removes everything from the car. And bipping is something that is in essence like become like a full-time career for people, because you got fences that buy all type of stuff. So you got kids that'll like, you know, be out there bipping, trying to steal laptops. You got other people that's following people from the airport to see if they stop somewhere before they go to their hotel to take all their everything. Like, hey, look, if you come to San Francisco, like, yeah, put your stuff away first. Don't leave no bags in the car. Like, that's real square stuff anyway. If you got any kind of street smarts, you don't leave no bag in the car.
Well, I've seen people in San Francisco now, they just leave their doors unlocked.
Oh, no, windows down, signs signs on the window stating
nothing in
there's
here.
Nothing in here. Please do not break my window. All that. Yeah. So so the kid got bipped, and he went hard on the Bay after that. He was like, "Yo, I'm never going out there to the Bay. I would never recommend nobody to go out there to the Bay." Like, yeah, he butchered the Bay, bro.
Oh,
but he should have. In my opinion, bro. You should, like, when you go somewhere, bro. Like, you gotta kind of have an idea where you're at. Like, look, Chicago, right? You're not gonna just knowing Chicago is Chirac. You're gonna want to know where in Chicago you're going to, right? I'm not going to Chirac, am I? Right? I'm not gonna go to a war zone, am I?
Chirac. Oh my, what?
You see, look, and the thing is, hey, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry for my brother. That's what's crazy. You guys know everything what I'm talking about right now. So Chirac, that's a whole nother thing. That's the whole world knows Chirac. Chirac was made a coin. The coin was termed by DJ academics. Chirac, like, literally is a war zone. Like, that stuff I be telling you about, that drilling music where these kids are rapping about killing each other and like up in the score on all that. That is all real life in those communities out there. That's what I'm telling you. So when that kid came out to the city, see, here's what you know: you're a good dude, and you grew up around some people that weren't so good though.
Yeah.
But you was cool with everybody. But you know San Francisco, right? When everybody else hears San Francisco, what they think is not what you know about San Francisco. You know where not to go in the city, though.
Oh, that's for sure.
Ain't that right?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you. When you go somewhere, you kind of got to.
Well, it doesn't say that on Google Maps. It doesn't say I shouldn't go to this spot.
Yeah.
It doesn't say on Waze, hey, avoid these areas.
San Francisco always being one of the top 3 tourist destinations in the world, right? Like, tourism being a big part of its income.
Yeah.
You're not going to see those things, right? You're going to see them on local news. But you think them other people, they don't be seeing that. Now people are seeing it.
They got to keep the money coming in.
Now people are seeing it on TikTok, though. TikTok will teach you some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.